Welcome to our exciting story today. Are you ready to laugh? Dilya's first job was as a caregiver at a woman's house, and she couldn't help but envy her daughter who got to go to school. Dilya felt a bit frustrated but quickly composed herself and expertly administered the injection to the elderly man. Her service was so professional it was impressive. After work, Dilya waited for her pay and saw a wealthy businessman argue with his son. What a lively family gathering. The mother tried to chime in but got humiliated by her husband in a way that could inspire a play. Dilya realized that being in a wealthy family doesn't mean women have a say. How cruel. After a long day, Dilya was dashing back and forth between the lingerie store and the umbrella shop, busy as a bee. She exchanged the repaired lingerie for 260 lira, and thought to herself, I wish I could trade that for a snack instead. This time, she had to teach a new guy how to assemble umbrellas. Felt just like teaching a class. When told he could only make 40 lira if he didn't learn fast, Dilya felt a pang in her heart. After 3 years of hard work and dedication, she realized she was earning less than the newbie. What a blow! After leaving the umbrella shop, Dilya jumped into her fourth job, and her fellow workers were all doing the toughest jobs. The societal bias against women runs so deep it's tragic. After a long day's work, Dilya calculated her earnings on the way home and thought, well, that's way too little. Spotting a family photo on the ground, she was filled with mixed emotions. Should she laugh or cry? Dilya quickly recognized it and returned it to the American soldier. What a lost and found moment. The soldier expressed his gratitude to her by giving her 2 chocolate bars. What a thoughtful gesture it was. Receiving such respect left Dilya feeling flattered, and she quickly left, not wanting to overthink it. While passing a repair shop, she bumped into Nino, who had liked her for 30 years, but Dilya had never dared to accept it. Nino had been waiting for Dilya to elope with him, but she always found excuses to avoid the topic. Dilya fantasized about a beautiful love story, but her reality was a mix of oppression and humiliation. Tonight, after receiving 2 chocolate bars, Dilya gave one to Nino, and it was a sweet moment. This was a luxury she had never enjoyed before. It felt like a celebration, thrilling her to the core. But after that brief sweetness, Dilya had to face reality and leave that little happiness behind. She saw her daughter chatting quietly with a boy, and it felt like she was watching a youthful romance unfold. The boy's father owned a coffee shop. Sounds successful, makes one envious. The boy proposed that the 2 families find the time to sit down and have a good discussion about the matters related to the engagement, and Dilya silently prayed in her heart, hoping that everything would progress smoothly. But her daughter didn't want her future family to see their humble home. Such a cautious girl. Dilya knew if someone wanted to marry her daughter, they would have to formally propose, so she promised not to mess it up. While preparing dinner at home, a neighbor unexpectedly delivered a letter. What a surprise. Don't speak, Ivan. I know what you've done. Dilya opened the letter with a nervous expression on her face. As she read the contents, a smile formed on her face. This is fantastic. To keep her husband from finding out, Dilya quickly hid the letter, returning to her good girl persona. Then, she pulled out a small metal box from her drawer, filled with her secretly saved pocket money. Before long, Ivan came home, and his first demand was for them to hand over today's earnings. He was utterly uninterested in his wife and daughter's hardships, only focused on the daily revenue. Today, Dilya didn't mind, excitedly saying her daughter's boyfriend was coming to propose. To her surprise, Ivan actually congratulated her, calling over the whole neighborhood to brag. Such hollow congratulations made her daughter feel distant, so Dilya quickly changed the topic to keep her daughter's spirits high. She generously brought out the chocolate to share with the kids, but this act made her feel as if she was inviting a domestic tempest upon herself. Dilya couldn't muster the courage to explain where she got the chocolate. Sometimes ignorance is bliss. No matter what, she couldn't escape it, so she opted for silence. Watching her husband get up, all 3 kids casually retreated to their rooms, like a typical family drama unfolding. Ivan unleashed his wrath on Dilya with brutal domestic violence. How low can one go? The 2 sons couldn't care less and fell asleep, leaving only the daughter and mother to connect. After being violent, Ivan absurdly told Dilya to change into clean clothes like he was preparing for a date. This revelation exposed their mother's helplessness and bitterness. Where could she possibly escape to? The world felt like a grey amusement park. Wherever you want to go, or don't want to go, it's a mixed bag. If you don't want to go, well, you simply don't want to go. It's like saying goodbye and returning home. It's always a helpless cycle.